All right, we are getting going here. One of these days, I'm going to remember to Google the YouTube thing. Problem is, I'm too addicted to hardcore right now. I did spend a little bit of time last night just getting my timber maw reputation up so that we could get into stuff we need there, get that turned in and whatnot. That's weird. Why is that down? Unstable? What does unstable mean? No, I know what unstable means. Someone might call me unstable. No. What does that mean in terms of? Yeah, because we're not doing that much right now, so the bit rate's kind of fluctuating, which maybe not ideal for things here, but carry on and see if things improve. Like I say, it's a little bit tricky. I'm not sure if that's better or worse for what we ultimately want. There we go. Now it's upgraded a little bit, but all right, where are we at time-wise? Oh, perfect. It's time to go, as it were. Hi, everybody. That's terrible. As I waited for that to take care of. So we got a side grade on our pants. A little bit more strength, a little bit more agility, a little bit more stamina, but we lost the 1% critical strike from the quest pants we had before. That ice cube was surprisingly sharp. Anyway, onward to, well, the first thing is to where are we here? Yes, evergreen pouch. Oh, now we got our grain to turn into, don't we? Well, we'll see. Life fruit. I don't need no stinking life fruit. But that's okay. So we hit 56 last night, trained my 1 or 2 little abilities. We got a better rank of frost resistance aura.
Things honor,
you know, which is never bad, I guess. But yes, we're gonna go and trust that the Videre Elixir quest is not going to kill me. Which they changed for hardcore, but is still deadly in non-hardcore. So, I mean, technically, do we want to find a sunken temple group? We do. Still not sure at this point if there's any quests we're missing. So we'll have to take a look and see. Oh, of course. There we go. That would keep up. But in any case, that one we did. There we go. Or second temple. Where are the quests? Oh yeah, there's the one quest we can't do because we didn't do Zul'Farrak. That annoying. Essence Veronicus has started in. Days of Evil we have. Into the temple. I think we have that, don't we? The green, yeah, into the temple. There we go. Secret of the Circle. Oh, Marvon Rivet Secret. Did we get that one? I think we left it because we didn't have room in our quest logs. We can pick that up when we're in Tannerus too. I'm glad we checked. Hello. There we go. Thank you for that follow. Voodoo Da. Voodoo. I knew that was going to happen, and it still scared me. Because that reaches our follower goal of 310 followers. Yes. Always, ever, forever, slowly creeping our way forward there. It's the way to go. Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it, and I hope you are well. And I hope the multi-chat thing continues to work. Where was I? Oh yeah, the Sunken Temple. We need the Secret of the Circle, because there's 2 quests that guy. Zaphod's just this guy, you know? Where are we here? Anaris, there it is. Yes, the guy by the ruins here. Got a couple of Sunken Temple quests. Which I would still like to run Sunken Temple. It shows it in the list here as like a level 50 to 60 dungeon. It's kind of funny because some of the quests you can pick up as early as level 38. Which seems kind of silly. Nice. For all the good it'll do all of us. I mean, none of us are going to be here probably long enough to benefit from that, but that's okay. Still a nice thought. Did I bring? I did. So we're not in Western Plaguelands yet, so I'm going to... Not what I wanted to do. It resets the timer even when you swap positions. That's kind of funny. Just kinda. Yes, I mean, we have this Beast Slayer for when we're fighting beasts, which isn't something that happens all that often. Well, you know, we'll be doing it a lot if we end up back in Angoro. Which, to be fair, I would be happy to wander around there a little bit more too. But we go to Tannerus, do the Videre Elixir thing, talk to the person, then they send us back to Lincoln in what's it? I don't think we're going to be able to do the final leg of that quest, even so, just because I'm pretty sure it involves killing like a level 58 elite or something like that at the top of the kind of the volcano in Angoro. Try saying that 5 times fast. Actually, don't. I don't recommend that. It's probably not your best bet. So at 58, we get Flash of Light, Seal of Righteousness, which is either here or there, and then a new Seal of Wisdom, which isn't a bad Seal of Wisdom, 90 mana, and the current one we have is 71 mana. So I don't use it very often, but every now and again. I mean, at this point, I have so much stuff that we've gotten from doing the Morrowgrain turn-ins. Pardon me. I should have clipped it. I don't think I did. I meant to clip when we got the recipe for the Elixir of Brute Force from the turn-ins. Means, thankfully, we don't have to pick up any more of those silly pod-type things, hey? Fly straight to Gadgetzan from here. I'm carrying a few more bits and bobs that I would rather have, but they're all sort of related to quests in Western Plaguelands, where I hope to be shortly. Although, I just realized we may end up using our Hearthstone. Go back to Wetlands before we do. It would also allow us to turn in... wrong way. Gadgetzan, there we go. Which would also allow us to turn in, like, whatever, swap stuff at the bank. But we also are hopefully we're going to need to... Hopefully we're going to need to, meaning hopefully we'll have gotten some more Morrowgrain. Hopefully we can do 2 turn-ins for that. So I don't think we can get the recipe for Elixir of Giants any other way right now. I guess we're on a flight path here for a couple minutes, so I could look. Oh, there's Elixir of Giants. Potion, which is made by Oh, it's sold. Oh, it drops? What? Only it's sold? Elixir of Giants, yeah. Sungrass, Grom's Blood. Item tends not to drop. How much does the recipe sell for? Yeah, okay, it's created by that, but is it... How do you get the recipe? The trade skill recipe. Oh, it's a drop. There it is. Recipe Elixir of Giants drops from Stegodon, a 0.5% chance, 0.5% chance for the elite Stegodons in Angoro. That's the highest drop, and those are elites. So the recipe is a super rare random world drop. Wish I could say I was surprised. I think we'll do fine with what we've got, plus the Elixir of Brute Force. Strength and Stamina by 18 is arguably better anyway than just 25 Strength. Brute Force gives you 180 Stamina, plus Elixir of Fortitude, so that's total 300 Stamina, plus your buff food. Not 300 Stamina, 300 health, plus your buff, like 12 stam buff foods. That's 420... whatchamacallits. Alright, where is the Tannerus Graveyard? You'd think I would know that. I suppose we're here, there's a bank, we should throw a few things in here that we don't actually need. Okay.
Time is money, friend!
Time is money, friend. Those for the Videre Elixir, we don't need this. Okay, so these 4 things we need to grab on our way out. That's a little easier on the old inventory page there.
Keep it real!
Okay, keep it real. And bird pouch. I think the cemetery or the graveyard is actually just over here. Let's read before we do anything. Let's read the quest again. King's Blood. Well, I don't hate King's Blood, but I've got enough of it already. The quest log. Where is... where's the quest? Haze of View. Meet at the grave. There it is. Go to the graveyard outside Gadgetan and use the Videre Elixir. Follow the rest of Donovan's instructions. Take the Videre Elixir along with Lincoln's Sword. The graveyard just outside Gadgetan. Once there, drink the potion. In your other form, head due north till you reach the mountains. Okay. Due north. Isn't that a TV show? What a Canadian Mountie.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Have a good one.
You have a good one. Alright, well, if this kills me, I'll be very mad at Blizzard. But it's not supposed to.
Feet on the ground, junk in the trunk.
Uh-oh. Hey, Jackie. There, that's got to be the graveyard, right? Welcome, welcome, Jackie. I hope you're well. On this fine Wednesday evening for you, I guess. All right, this is the cemetery. I'm going to go straight north. Isn't that far? I don't see any enemies there. So in proper vanilla, doing this quest will kill you. Oh, you're probably raiding, Jackie. Why didn't I think of that? Internet is probably on par with mine. Hotspotting from your phone? Oh no. Is the stream not looking good? I guess it's kind of low. Still rating, but with a delay. Ah, yeah, there you go. Yeah, yikes. Well, hopefully you get that fixed. Yeah, and I hope mine isn't. That's on auto, but would be streaming at 80, streaming at 720. Anyway, yes. Well, you focus on killing those bosses and getting that awesome loot, and I will focus on not dying in hardcore, and that's a fair deal, right? There we go. Okay. Moment of truth, I guess. Health low! Oh, no! Put me down to 1 health? Oh, ouch. Literally using internet on... Oh, right. The horror! Oh, no. Talk about your first world problems, right? Near-death experience. Your brush with death temporarily reveals the spectral realm. Well, that's fair. And thankfully we can still heal and everything, so... I'm going to assume that if we had used Divine Shield that we would probably clear this debuff. But yes, that's still scary, right? And if there was an enemy around, it could have one-shot us. But we go straight north. 76, oh no, Jackie, how can you survive? My latency right now is 23, so I got a fraction of what you do. Hey, there's this person we need to talk to. Very few seek me out. What may I do for you? It's been a long time since any have come to talk with me. I don't remember I'm not even sure if I did this quest in vanilla. If you return to the graveyard, you will find a gravestone there. Not just any gravestone. This one will stand out from the others. Secrets lie within it. Push on the stone and you will learn of these secrets. Oh, this is like the Gravedigger quest in Ocarina of Time. Perfect. 144 FPS. Oh my goodness. I actually resurrect, then look for the gravestone. Okay, well, I'm not going to resurrect because I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Yes, I actually had to... my poor 2070 graphics card was on the verge of taking off like a helicopter once they did the updates. Like the... whatever. The last 0.5 patch we got. They reset all of my stuff to max level. Like all the graphic settings and everything up to max. Oh, there it is. A conspicuous gravestone. But yes, I actually locked mine at 60 because it was just... I mean, it wasn't screaming, but it was definitely being taxed. This must be the gravestone that Garion mentioned. Lincoln's tempered sword. You push the stone firmly and it slides away, revealing a small depression underneath. Place Lincoln's sword into the depression. You realize it fits perfectly. After a strong... oh, my goodness. A strong flash of light, you are able to pick up the sword again. It has been transformed to deliver Lincoln's superior sword to Lincoln in Ungoro Crater. Lincoln's superior sword. And an empty venom sack, which had nothing to do with the sword, but in any case. Yes, well, all well and good. That was very nerve-wracking. Because it reset me to, like, less than 100 health there when I used the potion. I want to deliver Lincoln's sword. I'm actually going to delete this potion. Because I don't want to have that happen again. Alright. We are, in fact, going to sell the empty venom sack here. Why anybody would want it, I don't know, but...
I got the best deals anywhere.
Have I got a deal for you? How about 8 silver and 30 copper for this empty venom sack? Deal? I like it. Right, Transmute Arcanite. Ah, yes, the Philosopher's Stone, which I will never get on hardcore. There's no point in me having any of those. Okay. Right, we gotta go talk to the guy first. At the stone. Then we're gonna go... we're gonna go to Ungoro and give Lincoln his sword back, I guess. I had to go get some blood taken this morning. Lab work. And I know, clippity clop. Okay. Yep, that's the sound. That's the sound of basically a free mount. Who's going to argue with that? But yes, after that we had to cut down a tree out front of our church. It was too close to the corner and it was filling up the eaves troughs with kind of, yeah. It was just a follow-up on some labs I had done before, and now they're sending me for to go see a specialist to make sure that there's nothing actually wrong. Whatever. I feel fine. I feel absolutely fine. I'm not particularly worried, but I've had several anomalous things crop up on some stuff here, so we're just doing some due diligence, and some of it's just maintenance stuff. Like I've been having a little trouble with my wrists, and so there's possibly some carpal tunnel kind of issues going on there, and also just not partly because I spend so much time, relatively speaking, doing this, but also because I spend so much time at work, like cooking, so I'm like chopping vegetables and doing all kinds of stuff with my wrists, and then I'm cleaning, so mop and broom and dust and like all that stuff. So yes, I would very much like to avoid that, so they're sending me to kind of get it. I've just had some numbness in my hands every now and again, so they're just kind of checking on things, and if it's bad enough, they can do some, like it used to be, it was live with it or have surgery. But now they've got some fairly non-invasive things that they can do to kind of improve the situation. Tennis elbow, yeah. I also have really low arches in my feet, and I've gotten away... like, I'm 45 now. I've gotten away with it up until this year without having real noticeable problems with it. I mean, like, part of the reason for that is because I'm not... I'm not into sports or, large-scale physical activity in general. But yeah, like if I was playing hockey or baseball or anything like that where I was... But of course I'm on my feet, like 9 or 10 hours a day out of a 12-hour shift at work kind of thing. So it's taken a bit of a toll. And the over-the-counter, arch support insoles and stuff you can get aren't quite cutting it anymore, so I'm probably going to have to go and see the podiatrist and get some proper orthotics made, which is probably going to cost a few $100s. But what's a few $100s if it avoids foot pain? Again, especially when I'm on my feet for that much.
Glad I could help.
Go and hassle the ogres and see if we can steal their treasure. Hey, that was rude. Uh-oh. Whew, that was close. Almost didn't get there in time. But yes, we should see if we can raid some ogre treasure chests. Yeah, I've never had. Well, I don't know. I have some issues with my elbow, but not from tennis elbow. From my car accident a while back. So it's relatively mild. I have some exercises to do, which I don't do as often as I should. Raid break is over. Get back in there and defeat those raid bosses on your slow internet. Have fun, Jackie. I appreciate you lurking when you can't be 100% focused on my riveting and dramatic tales of the healthcare of a 45-year-old. Nothing shocking to you, I'm sure. Whether it's shocking to everybody else is maybe a question for debate, but let's throw that on just to help me see. Oh, nothing there. Nothing here. Got one here? Well, there's often one here, but no. Okay, one more to check out over here. I'm kind of surprised if there's none here. There's usually one. But I guess I'm out of luck today. We'll keep it up just in case there could be some around some of these other camps and stuff too, I guess. Just because we haven't found one yet doesn't mean there couldn't be one there. But I guess there isn't. Oh well. Now, where does this... Where is... Oh, Lincoln's back at Marshall's Refuge, or whatever it's called. And we really are going to need to empty our inventory if we want to do Sunken Temple, hey?
You think?
Come on, stop that. There we go. Clicked in the wrong spot when I was trying to get the notification off the corner of the screen there. Not that, you know, this tiny little corner of the screen is really all that integral to my survival, generally speaking. Dan! Hello! Hello, hello, hello. How are you, my friend? Bunker's ready. You're good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm good too, I think. I was just regaling Jackie with my wonderful stories of you know, minor healthcare appointments. Had to have some blood taken this morning, and we'll end up going to see a specialist just to follow up after some slightly anomalous readings from one of my other tests that I had a month or two ago. But I don't want to dismiss it entirely and call it routine. But I mean, it's you know, you reach 45 and you just gotta go and do all the things that you gotta go and do. Also, some possible carpal tunnel stuff in my wrists. This is what a life of World of Warcraft gaming gets you, Dan. Bad wrists. But no, things are fine. I feel fine. I feel great. Like, things are like, physically, things seem in a good... I mean, should I be getting more exercise? Yes. Am I going to, you know, run into any serious health issues? Not very likely. I mean, I do have some family history of heart disease and whatnot, but yes, this is what I was hoping for. But I'm already on medication for my triglycerides. My cholesterol is actually quite good. High on the good stuff, probably about average on the bad stuff. I don't know if I'd say low, but anyway, are you sorry you asked yet? Because I'll keep oversharing if if you want to know more. We had to take some trees out. Some trees. A tree. Fairly big tree, though. Out in front of our church building. It was just causing problems with the eaves and whatever. So that's what I spent my morning doing. Lab work and moving some trees. Nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's hot out there. It was 24, 25 degrees. So it's not like not like it was easy work, but the guys from the power company were out. They had to move a power line so we could take the tree down, and then when they were actually doing another job in town, and so they brought their chipper over. They were able to chip up all of the small branches and whatnot, and then one of the guys from the church is going to take the larger, like the trunk, the larger pieces of wood, to his farm. Probably, you know, there for his wood fireplace. Yeah, you've been exploring the new patch stuff. What is it? 10.1.7? Is that what it is? I know I downloaded it and installed it and everything yesterday, but other than the fact that I know that there's something to do with like Lore Walker Cho, and then there's something to do with, oh yeah, supercharged delves or whatever they are. Oh, I wouldn't mind grabbing a little bit more Mountain Silver Sage. But I'm glad to hear you're well. It's late, so I'm assuming you're maybe you're running a supercharged delve right now. Who knows? Jackie's raid, well, as you probably saw in the chat, her raid break is over, so she's going to be busy with that. But there's no new raid yet, right? It's 10.2 before we get a new raid, I think, hey? How much more on Goro soil can we get? How much running around do we want to do is the real question. We give Lincoln back his sword, and then I think there's a follow-up. That. But I don't remember what it is. Or where it sends you. I feel like it sends you to the top of the volcano thing in the zone here, but I don't really remember. Oh, goodness. Alright, is this a beast? Yes. We'll swap to our beast fighting sword. Or axe. It's an axe. Don't ask me any questions. Ooh. Come on, hit him. Oh, good. I forgot those guys call for aid. Alright, let's throw you down. May as well use this. Alright, we'll use a potion then. Goodness, okay. See, one little thing like that, and here I don't have a food buff on or anything else. Stomper's getting kind of angry too here. There we go. 2 Ungoro soil from that. Won't complain. Alright. Let's eat that, which isn't going to be enough food, actually, now that I think about it. To heal me up. But that's okay. It's all good. I suppose we've used that. We may as well swap to the... There we go. Swap to that for now. Yes, I noticed, Dan, too, that just now, well, not just now, but with the Blizzard Summer Sale, or whatever they're calling it, that the War Within is now on sale for 50% off. And I'm pretty sure I bought it at 40% off, so still haven't played it yet. I guess I paid less than full price, so I shouldn't be... Not that you really pressured me into it, but... But I'm starting to feel like there are so many systems layered on top of everything again that I'm not sure that I already feel lost, right? I don't know the basics. I know we've got like the new like talent setups or whatever you want to call them, but then there's also blindweed. So we could get some blindweed. But yeah, I'm torn. I do want to get in, and I do want to kind of play the story of the expansion. But I also feel like the systems are rapidly approaching overwhelming again, which is my own fault for not playing starting on day one. Right? If I would just function according to Blizzard's schedule, it's so much easier. But then they went and threw us new hardcore servers, and that was the end of that. Alright, there's Lincoln. Guess it's a shame. It looks like a superior sword.
Honored, I'm sure.
Honored, I'm sure. Lincoln sword.
Then.
Oh, I remember you. You are... No, don't tell me.
Very good.
My sword, it's finished. Now, if only I could remember why I needed this. Let me at least pay you for your work. Nice. 75
Off and
silver.
away.
Should have paid us in rubies. A gnome's assistance. I know I came here for something important. I have an idea. In the cave over there is a gnome named JD that was very kind to me when I first arrived. Perhaps, in my disoriented state, I might have mentioned something. Why don't you go ask her if she knows anything? Be careful, she's always messing with those crazy glowing crystals I've seen in the crater. Not quite sure what she's up
Very
to.
well,
Alright,
then.
let's go talk to her. I really don't want to get bogged down. Although she wants... She does give a quest to, like, inspect the... I guess that itself should be a quest that's easy enough to do. There's three pillar things to go and investigate, I suppose. But I don't want to get bogged down trying to do the crystal buff thing. That just takes forever. Alright, what have you got to say? What's your name again? JD. Hey, JD. Gnome's
have a
assistance.
great day.
Stay where you are just for a moment. I'm testing out a new combination of crystals. Oh,
Off and away.
here goes crystals of power.
Very well, then.
I know it'll work this time. I'm scared for her, I am. Think it's working? Boom! Yeah, did that work? That's not right. Aw. Poor JD. Hopefully she's feeling better soon. Alright, Lincoln's memory. Lincoln, yeah, he's a funny one. When he first got here, he was mumbling about all kinds of strange things. Got bumped in the head pretty hard, I imagine. Something he said kind of stuck with me, though. He was making some sort of totem. Said he had to talk to someone named Eridan Bluewind in a place called Fellwood. What? I doubt he could tell you much more. If you want to know more, maybe you should look for Eridan. Okay. I feel like we've talked to Eridan already. I
Very
guess
good.
we'll do the crystals
You
of
have
power.
a great day now.
Sure, you've noticed they're everywhere. What am I talking about? The crystals. They're all over the crater. Most people ignore them, but I have a strange feeling that they hold power within them. I've been doing experiments. 7 power crystals of each color. Alright, well. Will give us a chance to look for more Ungoro soil. This cave is very disorienting. It's the same layout as a number of other caves, but all the glowing crystals really make it harder to... Hey, Sun on Wave! Hey, hey! For a second, I thought that chat message had been there for like 5 minutes, and I was just reading quest text. But I hope you're well, Sun! No, this is the way out. Yeah, we're creeping along here on our hardcore Paladin. Made it to 56. 4 more levels, and we're set. Could really track these power crystals, though. If I'd remembered that quest from earlier, I would have done it already, but... Yeah, no, things are alright. I mean, there's always something going on, right? But, Tarlord, look out, it's Tarlord. 3 green power crystals, very nice. Yeah, like I said, there's always something that you could, you know, wish was maybe better or whatnot, but, yep, just been working a lot. I just, like yesterday, just finished my, my busy stretch at work, so I got a couple of days off. I have to work Saturday, Sunday, and then I got a couple more days off, so they've already called me for 3 different shifts to ask me to come in, but, yeah, I spent a good chunk of yesterday afternoon in bed with a migraine, so just happy to. Ooh, there's some red power crystal. But yeah, just as happy not to pick up any more shifts right now. One of them was a night shift too, and I know my migraine problem gets worse when I'm not getting enough sleep. In fact, that's probably the reason. I get 4 or 5 of them every year, and it's never fun. Any more? Power crystals up here? Apparently not. You start your work week tomorrow. Ah, yes. Whoop, this is a bit steeper than I thought. But yeah, that's the wonky thing about my shift rotation, because it's never the same. I shouldn't say it's never the same. It's the same, like it's on a 4-week stretch, so I'm very, very ready by the time the short stretches come along. But it really isn't a bad schedule. I mean, I wouldn't be if I was doing like a 9-to-5 day job, I wouldn't be able to stream for like half as much as I do. Just because by the end of the like, especially with my commute, right? It just wouldn't function very well, so. There's some more. Ooh, more Mountain Silver Sage. Oh, and more crystals. Perfect. Get the crystal first. Oh, we weren't that far away. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. And it's been happening less often lately. When it happens, I just need to drink more water and get more sleep. I mean, I drink a decent amount of water, but it's been hotter lately, and was kind of struggling to sort of keep up there. I don't think there's going to be any more crystals up this way, but maybe off to the left here we can spy a few from a greater height if we can get up there. Come on. Maybe not. Yeah, I mean, the worst problem I had yesterday was that I couldn't actually, like, if I can just get to sleep, and if I can sleep for 3 or 4 hours, it's usually taken care of. But for whatever reason, I couldn't fall asleep yesterday. I, like, lay down for, like, 2 hours, and I slept for maybe half an hour of it. And then I ended up going back to bed again, and did a little better. So by the time I was feeling back to normal, it was like 7 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night. I wouldn't have woke up probably, except that except that my phone was turned off and I had earplugs in. Yeah, my phone started ringing, so I just heard it buzzing, I guess heard it buzzing. Again, work trying to offer me more shifts, which I get it, like, it's their job, and I'm never upset when they call. I just, more often than anything, I feel bad when I can't help them. Oh, you're kidding me, right? Well, and the irony is that I rarely, and I mean rarely, have trouble getting to sleep. Like, maybe one day a month I have trouble getting to sleep. And when I say trouble getting to sleep, that's usually me, like, having to roll over a couple of extra times to get comfortable. You have an extra shift this turnaround. Ah. Don't need sunglass. I probably don't need to be over here at all. Will. See if we can get... Oh. Thought we were going to get away from it, but no. Oh, but there's a green power crystal. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like having some overtime. But like anything else, you have to balance it with staying sane. And I already worked a couple of extra shifts. Not the past 2 weeks during my normal stretch, but the last time I was in my flow stretch, I picked up a couple of extras. Which, again, is fine, and I don't... Like, if I didn't feel up to it, I would say no thanks. But, oh, okay, yeah, there you go. I can, too. I just finished saying I don't need sungrass. Game decides I do need sungrass. Alright, fine. Oh, and there's some soil. Perfect. Yeah, I can bank hours. Whatever. It depends. Because of the way because of my pay scale and our tax laws and stuff here. Yeah, right. Like, and I mean, I guess I don't know actually what you do for work, but like I work with people with disabilities, and so I know like how much they thrive on routine and how much having consistent staff means to them. And the shifts they've been filling have been at my group home with the people that I work with on a regular basis, and so they know me. And so when I come in instead of the other guy who's normally on, it's actually good for them. Like they're, you know, because it's almost like not having somebody in for relief on the shift. Guys, for no reason. So yes, it's especially when it's the group home that I normally work at, I feel extra bad. I also get paid slightly more for working at for picking up extra shifts. You work at a mine. Yes, I think that has come up in conversation a few times, or maybe on Rand stream. I think I did know that now that you say it. Yeah. So I sometimes I don't feel bad, but sometimes I do. Not even necessarily for the management who are trying to fill shifts, although I do feel for them sometimes. But for the individuals that live at the group home, you know, it's better for them if the staff they have is staff that they're familiar with and that is familiar with working with them. Well, all right, we're gonna circle back past Fire Plume Ridge here and then try to get more of these power crystals. Oh, after we stop and get some Ungoro soil. Level 53 Elite Plated Stegodon. Okay, we don't need green crystals. We need all the rest, but not green. Oh, hello. Yeah, so I can bank overtime hours. I usually don't bank the first overtime shift in a month because we get it's wonky. We work on a 4-week rotation. Oh, good. A devil sore. Oh, and some Angoro soil. So yeah, we work on a 4-week rotation, but we get paid bi-monthly. So it's always a little bit wonky with the... between the work schedule and the pay schedule. But I mean, in 4 weeks, I work 160 hours normally, right? Like 80 hours a week, so that's 40 hours a week, and not 80 hours a week. 40 hours a week on average, right? But some... Oh. Tyrant Devil Sore. This was the wrong time to be kind of cutting through here, I feel like. Fine. This is getting sketchy. Just want to get to the river. Come on. Oh, now we've hit the Bravosaurs here. I feel like these guys can have a chance to drop a polearm weapon. I'm not sure why. Anyway, I'm not about to start fighting a bunch of enemies for no concrete reason. But yeah, because of our like tax things, like you get taxed based on your, like, they every month in the pay period they sort of extrapolate, like, if you made this amount every pay period, then you would earn this much in a year, and so you get taxed more if you make more than a certain amount of money. If you get 2 overtime shifts in the same pay period, they end up taking more taxes off, which technically you can get back at the end of the year. But yeah, so usually if I have 2 overtime shifts, or it depends, because most of the shifts that I do are 12 hours, but there are some that are only 8. But yeah, if I'm going to be more than 10 hours... oh! Where's Graphic when you need him? That would have been a fun one. Come on, power crystals. There's a red power crystal. Exactly, right? So, but when I bank the hours, I can take paid time off without using my I mean, they still gotta find somebody to fill the shift, so it's not always a guarantee. But you know what I'm driving at anyway. Get this one from this side? I feel like we can. We get this one at all? Don't feel like we can. Alright, well, I don't really care. Look, it's a Paladin! He's stealing my dirt! Yeah, so right now I have 8 overtime hours banked, which means I can take a 12-hour shift off with pay, which is good to be able to do. It's good to have one of those in the 1 or 2 of those in the bank if you can. I feel like we should have found more crystals by now. I feel like there was a ton of them when we were heading north through here. Now that we're heading south, they're all missing. Maybe that Paladin picked them all up in advance of the quest. If I'd remembered that this quest was up there, I would have done the same. Like, I would have done the quest earlier. You're kidding me. Can we not? Whoop! Really? There, no... There we go. Oh, there's another one down there. I don't think we're gonna... Oh, maybe we'll need the yellow one. Reminds you of Morrowind? I have not played Morrowind, although I've seen bits of it here and there from other people playing it. By all accounts, a good video game. But this is Ungoro Crater in World of Warcraft. Oh, there we go. We got yellow and green. We need some red and some blue. Probably a wasted effort to mount up, because we get dismounted as soon as we get in the water. Which I still think is silly, but it's one of the restrictions they put in the game, so what can you do? We're yellow. Hey, here's a blue one. And some soil. Perfect. Yes, I've heard good things about Morrowind. As I have heard good things about Skyrim and about Oblivion and about... I guess those are kind of the big ones, right? Alright, we just need some red power crystals now. I'm sure they're all great games. I don't know. Like, and same thing with like Breath of the Wild, which my kids have enjoyed quite a bit. But I'm not sure I have the patience anymore, or the, not even necessarily the patience, but the, how do I say this? I don't know. I'm very, I tend to be very methodical, and the only reason that World of Warcraft works so well for me is because I have gotten to the point where it's very methodical for me. Like last night, so last night I had this migraine yesterday, and so I slept a bunch in the afternoon, so I didn't go to bed early because I knew I would just lay there and not sleep after all the sleeping I had just done. Try going this way. But yeah, so I was up, and I did my, I finished off a bit of a reputation grind that I had been putting off because just wandering around and killing, I mean, it's kind of like wandering around and looking for power crystals right now, but wandering around and just killing enemies for no, I'm not sure why this guy is killing them. And especially not skinning them, but anyway, so yes, I was doing that, and then I was sitting there, and before I went to bed, I was like, what quests am I going to do tomorrow? Like, what is my game plan for this, you know, this game? But there's all these things to do. Come on, like one more red power crystal should be all I need. Oop. Let me not go up here. Right, so we can. Did it help us at all? Apparently not much. Yeah. Now I'm too high up. Alright, fine. We're going back down. But yeah, yes, and I was able to be there for a few streams recently, but again, I'm pretty sure I had seen him live a couple times in the last, you know, right, I don't want to fight you. I want to leave. Oh, good. Bugs. Why did it have to be bugs? Yes, I wish I was able to be there for more of his streams, and you know, even just for moral support. But I do hope he's He's managing. I know he's kind of coping with a few things. That's never easy. Home network is still down, Jackie. Raid's been called? Yeah. Fair enough. I hope that gets sorted out for you. That's always annoying. But yes, if there's anything that I have learned from the last 24 hours, it's that getting enough sleep, very good for you. And not getting enough sleep is very bad for me. So, yeah, pack it in. There's no point in overheating your phone or plowing through all your mobile data or whatever. I don't know how. You guys probably have way better access to phone stuff than we do here, because that's typically the way it goes in the EU. But bless you, Jackie. Hope you guys have a great. Hope you have a great evening. Yeah, enjoy your internet-free or your break from the internet, whatever you want to call it. Yes, I know I don't have to tell you how important it is. Alright, apparently we're going to fight this to metronome. There's a red power crystal. Nice. Yes. Oh. Well, these guys at least can't put the fear on me. There we go. Hey, defense is increased to 275. Woo! Now, can I get to this herb? There we go. I know. It's a good thing I have my Beast Slayer axe. You get extra attack power against beasts. And hopefully this will give me the last power crystal I need, because we have been all over this zone. No, we need one more. Ugh, really? Really, game, why would you do this to me? Not really sure I want to go through Terror Run here. Is that a good idea? Yes, apparently it is. But only so long as I can grab these two things and get out alive. There we go. Now we got one too many red power crystals. Be nice. Yes. I know. We really haven't fought very many of them, actually, here. Today. Yeah. This guy's after me, but I'm just going to run. Or rather, my mount is going to run, and I am going to appreciate being able to do this. Oh yes, the little dancing dino, too. Perfect. And thankfully, the Videre Elixir did not kill us, which it's not supposed to, but still a little bit nerve-wracking pressing the button. Jungle Bear waves goodbye. Is that... There's a reason they call it Terror Run in Ngoro here, and it's because it's kind of a terrifying place. I mean, we're out of Terror Run itself now, but yes, they will continue to growl at me if we get too close. Yes. I did get... Oh, there's another red one, of course. Now that we don't need one. I'm going to go all the way back up to Marshall's Refuge, but I would rather go around the outside edge than go through Devil Sore Central again, I think. There are so many more things than bears that will get you in this game. Like this insane amount of raptors. Yes, I know we could continually give you reason to hang around, Jackie, but bless you. Good night again. And look for me tomorrow. I'm planning to be on. Kind of a weird plant. I don't know if I've ever seen that plant around before. Or one like it. Oh, I see where we're at. Okay. That's not so bad then. Oop. Oh, of course, there's we just turned around, but we would have gotten a red crystal there too. But after this, it's going to send me to where the 3 towers are, and then I got to remember where the 3 towers are. I know there's one here. I think there's one here and one here, because they're at the 4 corners, but there isn't one at the north end for whatever reason. That's where Marshall's Refuge is. That's where the cave is, I guess, with all the extra crystals in it too. Anybody wanting to run Sunken Temple? It's probably just my imagination, but it feels like no one is running dungeons. Which just feels bad, because dungeons are great, even in self. And like, the reality is that dungeons are the best chance I'm going to have at some actual upgrade loot for me. And I mean, there'll be plenty of stuff I can't use, even in Sunken Temple. You know, leather gear and mage staffs and daggers and all kinds of stuff that won't do me any good. But at least, you know, there's a pretty high chance of blue gear dropping, even if it's not the blue gear you necessarily want. At least a higher chance. Like, I've pretty much used up my loot luck so far. I was kind of loot poor early in the game. You know, when my first 3 blue drops were ranged weapons. Oh my goodness! Fun area! Howdy fun! I didn't chime in last night, but I caught a little bit of your Bloodbath Hunter stream there, killing the snakies underwater. I was grinding Timbermaw rep while you were doing that, so we finally made it to neutral. But how was the stream today? I hope things were well. I was very impressed to see your method of tracking the Deathwing insta-kill zone thing. That's very, very methodical of you. I want that on Goro soil, but last time we got ourselves in a bit of trouble. Because the guys patrol a little too close. I can live without it this time. Thank you so much for that raid. Welcome, everybody. Many, many whelps. Ah. Oh, Fiery Drake Heart. Nice. Yeah, that one can take a while. I've always had fairly good luck with it. I mean, my sample size is small. But, yeah, I'm trying to remember what how long it took this last run. I don't feel like it was very many. But it's one of those things, right? You know, some things you grind forever and get nothing, and sometimes you get it like your second kill or whatever. It's like me with Sida's Bag. I have uncanny luck with Sida's Bag. Three runs in a row, I got Sida's Bag on my very first ooze kill after picking up the quest. 3 times in a row. On this character, it was maybe 10 or 12. You know, that felt like it took forever compared to the other ones. Third kill, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you never know. It's one of those things that you can't predict, you can't plan for. You just gotta be grateful when it happens and be prepared to keep going when it doesn't. Quarter of a level, yeah. That's the other thing too, right? Is that hey, there's our Moro grain. Now we have to go back to Darnassus.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Well, I don't know about anywhere, but you probably got the best deals anywhere that we're willing to travel to at the moment. Gibbert here.
Hurry back!
Hurry back. Yeah. Oh! I got... Let me show you what I got. Fun. I got the recipe for the Elixir of Brute Force. Maybe a dozen turn-ins. Probably only 10, but maybe a dozen turn-ins of the blood petal sprout little pod things. Absolutely huge for a self-found paladin. Like 18 strength, 18 stamina. It's like a 2% drop chance from doing that quest. I don't think I've ever actually gotten the recipe before. And we also got Elixir of the Mongoose off the Satyr guys that I didn't even know dropped it when I was doing the quest in Fellwood. So we have got some serious... You get the Elixir of Giant out of a fishing trunk on your priest. Oh, no. Yeah, Elixir of Giants is a super... Like, it's a 0.5 drop chance off the highest likelihood mob out there. And out of a fishing trunk, no less. Oh, man. That's crazy disappointing. I mean, I have some of them because I'm very consistent with my Morrograin turn-ins, which is why we're back up to 67 on Goro soil now. One of the main reasons I wanted to come back to Ungoro here.
Very well, then.
Continue my experiments, yes.
Off and away.
Oh, there's one for...
Very good.
Oh, no. We only have one quest in our quest log. Like, one room for one quest. No. Don't tell me we're going to have to do these one at a time.
Pleased to meet you. Off and away.
North, east. Okay, let's do the east one first.
Hi, you're a tall one.
Oh,
You
nope.
have a great
That's
day
not
now.
east. Eastern
Be seeing you.
Pylon. Discover the location of the Eastern Pylon. Okay.
Very well, then. Very good.
I can't take any more quests right now. But yes, that's like when I had three, like I had on this character, I had 3 blue items, 3 blue weapons drop on this paladin between level like 18 and 25, I think. All of them ranged weapons. Like, really? Yeah, I already did Larkauri. I've kind of leveled beyond. I want to say I'd forgotten about these quests. I had left them to the side while I had done other things, and then I got sidetracked. But, yeah, I should have done it sooner. I was focused on collecting the pods to get my my brute force. So, I keep forgetting the northern one is so close too. But I got the east one now. So we'll do the east one, then we'll do the north one, then we'll do the west one. Alright, we could probably cut a bit more of a direct path. 'Cause it's more or less here, I think. But it's mostly blood petals. Of course, there is a chance for a devil sword to show up in our way now. Yes, my problem is that I like levels 50, like basically levels 45 through 60. For some reason, I have a hard time remembering the good combos anyway, right? Like the stuff that stacks up well. I have a really good sense of it for a lot of the other stuff, but that one always... Like, I always forget the place where the Thorium Brotherhood is. I always forget that entire zone exists. By the time I got there, everything was green. Which isn't, a bad thing, but took some of the risk out of it for sure. You're asking RNG for a weapon last night? A fist weapon? Ranged weapon and got a wand. Oh. Womp, womp, womp. I don't have it with me anymore, but but because it's in my bank. But of course I'm saving it. I had the ice mail jerkin. Just getting your charred oak. Ah, yes. Yes, yes. Is this the spot? I feel like this is the spot. No, it's not. Is it? No. Oh, this is the spot with the red power crystal we can't get. Which means... yeah, a little farther south. Yes, that's always a little bit nerve-wracking, hey? I think, yeah, there it is. Yeah, if it wasn't for that quest, I might have forgotten that, there we go. I might have even forgotten that that whole entire zone existed. On the bright side, though, when I did remember that I needed the silk cloth for the guy in the outhouse before I left to quest there. But yeah, the guys you need to kill for that quest were like 4 levels lower than me by the time I got around to it. But yes, because that's one of the... because you can't even get them from killing the enemies, right? Because they drop Mage Weave, I think, instead. But I had held on to them specifically. I mean, I had held on to some anyway for the cloth quest turn-ins. I'm still banking some Mage Weave. I think I've got one more turn-in, although I can't remember which one it is offhand. Bring cloth. Yep. Oh, hello. Yes, it feels weird not to be worried about collecting the pods. We did it for so... I mean, there was a couple of nights where I just ran around here picking flowers and picking... well, mostly picking Angoro soil in the pods, but a few herbs here and there. Oops. Is that a dual priest setup? No. Yes, it is. Interesting. I can see that being a pretty strong party composition. I haven't seen Doyle around for a little while here, but he and I are considering doing a Burning Crusade duo. Just not hardcore, just for fun, just to level. But we're trying to decide if we're gonna do Pally. I think we're gonna do Pally Shaman. We haven't decided completely if we're gonna do Alliance or Horde yet. It'd be easier on Alliance just because we could both be Draenei. But if we're gonna do Pally Shaman, I have to be a Blood Elf on Horde side. That is a bit of a tricky question to answer, son, because the answer is yes. If I have everything I need, I can whip up a potion right here. But if you are a blacksmith or... well, mostly blacksmiths, I guess, because if you have the cloth and the thread, tailors can work pretty much anywhere. But if you're a blacksmith, you need to have a forge or an anvil or something along those lines. So it depends on which profession you're doing. But even so, there's a couple of professions that have a couple of... like tailoring, for example. There's a... in order to make something called moon cloth, you can only do that at one certain place in the game. And it's on I think it's on a 24-hour cooldown as well. I think there's one like that for blacksmithing too. You can only make it at a certain origin in the game, which is actually in enemy territory. Or if you're cooking, you need a fire, right? That makes sense.
Very well,
Eastern
then.
Pylon, there we go.
You have a great day now.
Northern
Be
Pylon.
seeing you. Off and away. Very well, then.
Sable! Mooncloth is 48. Or 72. Oh, yeah, it's longer. Yeah, dark iron bars. That's it. Yes. In Blackrock Depths. And I've never done that. My retail Paladin, so my Paladin I've been playing since Cataclysm. When I rolled on a new server to play with some family members. Yeah, that since back then my original character was a alchemist paladin too. I tend to run that a lot. Now, where exactly is the northern? Is it back over here? I think so. Oh yeah, nobody in hardcore is making flasks. Funny story though, Sable. Was it when I came to Ungoro? I think. The first herb I picked in Ungoro, I got 2 Black Lotus from. On my self-found Paladin. So I have 2 Black Lotus right now, sitting in my bank. Just on the off chance, like the extremely remote chance. Just before you get to the gorillas, there you go. But probably right here. I've been there before, too. I think there's more Pterodax guys around here. Yes, so technically I have 2 Black Lotus, so I could make myself... because they've still got the changes they put in for... there it is. For... is it Season of Discovery? Yeah, and it's got to be a low drop chance, but I have done a lot of herbalism since then, and I've only ever gotten the 2. I think it was... What was I picking? Plague Bloom, or... No, it wasn't. Was it in Ungoro here? I think it was. Might have been Sungrass, or... I can't remember. I think there's only a couple of herbs that actually have that chance. More raiding! Comfy Hobbit. Nice. Welcome, Comfy Hobbit and Raiders, to my little corner of Twitch. Hobbits incoming. Oh dear. Hey, son. Yes, thank you so much for being here. Have yourself a great night. Yeah, take care out there. Be safe. Especially at work. Literally down in the mines. Yes, for those of you, because I don't recognize that name, Comfy Hobbit. But for those of you who are new here, and there will probably be a few of you, there's a little blurb about myself and who I am and what I do. Streaming is not my career, which you could probably have guessed by the viewer count. But it is a hobby, and I try and stream most of my days off. And I work 50% of my days, so I try. I'm sure I probably stream an average of twice a week, but all is well so far. We've been safe. We've almost run nose first into a couple of devil sores. What may I ask? Have you been? Were you playing today, Comfy Hobbit? Hey.
You have a great day now.
Don't have a good day. Have a great day.
Off and away.
Off and away. Western Pylon. All right.
Be seeing you.
I'm sure you'll be seeing me. She's going to give us a book that's going to tell us all about how to get different buffs with the crystals that I really don't want to chase around and do. Retail with time walking. Yeah. I've been on the fence since I resubbed for hardcore here fairly recently. They did finally get me into the beta. Now that I shouldn't say I lost interest, but hardcore always grabs me, and so I'm glad they're doing Mists of Pandaria. I'm glad they're doing Legion time walking. Between the two of them, I find Legion time walking more appealing. But at the same time, I have been less engaged in retail. Like, I have the War Within. I bought it, but I haven't leveled any of my characters at all. Oh, Western Pylon. Pardon me. Or Eastern Pylon. No, that's West. Stocked up on blue-green so you can get a bunch of spirit buffs. Ah, right. And I can't remember what... there's one that does spirit. There's one that does stamina, I think. Maybe agility? I don't know. Spirit isn't that... Like, you would think spirit would be good on a paladin. But unless you're already a healer with high spirit, spirit ticks for so little. But I've never found it particularly helpful. I mean, you get it automatically when you eat your food buff, but... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Mists of Pandaria is going to be great. I think the people that have not played it before are going to be quite impressed, actually. I mean, I played Mists of Pandaria. Not... I don't know. I mean, like, I never raided it. The first expansion I really did any raiding was, like, my first ever... Mountain Silver Sage. We'll stop for that. My first ever raid boss kill was in Cataclysm with my brother-in-law's guild, but that was not like a regular raid team. That was just kind of a, I don't want to say spur of the moment, because they raided often, but they brought me along when they had an opening one night, which was nice. Oh, yeah. That's fair. And yeah, I mean, it's not to say that it's useless, right? But I can't even remember what all the buffs that you can get from the Power Stones do. I'm sure there's some that would be useful to me. It's the idea of coming back to a... I mean, I guess I come back to Ungoro all the time as it is just for the soil. Like, I could run away from this guy here, but... No life Pandaria hard. I see. I didn't even know that there. I don't think I even knew that there were challenge modes, or else I forgot. I mean, it's been a few years since since Mists of Pandaria, but favorite expansion, yeah. I'm really not sure. I mean, I have to separate vanilla out from the expansions because I feel like. None of the expansions lived up to the magic of vanilla World of Warcraft for me. Even at the time, like I've played every expansion except the War Within so far, and I will at the very least level through the zones here, at some point. Whatever the fate of my Paladin here, my next World of Warcraft goal is to play through the zone stories for War Within and see how I feel about continuing that. But yeah, I didn't play so much in Burning Crusade, but I did play a fair bit in Wrath. I played more than... Yeah, this should be the right area, I think. Not. Nope. Being excited about scenarios, yeah. You were too casual for people running them. That was such a weird. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. In a way, they were good content. But yeah, like, it was this weird space because there was the regular scenarios, which were not challenging at all, and then there was like the elite scenarios. They called them something different, but and I had I don't know, I'm trying to remember now. It's all kind of a little bit memory blurred here, but There it is. Yes, I didn't run as many of them as I probably could have. But I think part of that is because I don't know. Like, Cataclysm was the first time I leveled a character beyond my Paladin. When I leveled my Mage. So that was the first time I ever had 2 characters to level through, and to level through an expansion, and then even the idea of gearing up 2 characters was kind of daunting for me at the time. I mean, now there's so many shortcuts and ways to get there, but yeah, I remember running a few of the, what are they, heroic scenarios? I'm not sure what they call them. And for some reason, in my head, scenarios are a little muddled with island expeditions. I know they were totally different content, and they were totally, you know, not at the same. You can use some of the same tech, obviously, but I feel like the rewards for them were not worth the grind that was sort of expected in order to make progress, you know? A little bit like the island expeditions as well. And especially because we had already just done so much artifact power grinding in Legion that the island expedition thing just wasn't. I think if that had been the first time they had used that system, like that progression system, I think it might have been a little more compelling. At release, scenarios were hard to get into because the super sweaty people were doing them. Right, then they nerfed the awards, or the rewards, right. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm trying to remember too, because I remember once, I think it was the Theramore scenario even, so it was like the first one. I got sent there in a group with 2 healers. And that was kind of the one thing that at the time was not really well suited for them, right? Which I know they kind of tried to adjust that for island expeditions. But that still kind of didn't really work out as well as it could have either. And so I ended up, because we had 2 healers, and the healers wanted to heal. I forget why it was that they wanted to heal, and because I think, did we have like tri-spec by then? I feel like we probably did, but I ended up switching from my tank spec to my DPS spec because we couldn't do enough damage with 2 healers and a tank at the time. Yeah, they were supposed to be role agnostic, but what they really were was great if you had 1 healer or less. Because healing wasn't really needed in scenarios. I mean, because everybody had their own sort of self-healing stuff by that point, right?
I got what you need.
And I've got what you need. A shed lizard hide, or whatever that was. Okay. And more water. Might have to go get some. In a few minutes. Next time we hit a flight point. Interesting seeing the bit of the vine growing on the wall there. Right by the power crystal. Hey, and there's more. Maybe all the walls are just covered with them. Never mind. Super enthused for the talent changes. Yeah. I'm a little surprised at how they're handling some of that. Like, not the talent changes so much, but because things change so wildly in Mists between the first patch and the last patch, they're actually reverting some of the changes to different abilities and damage and things.
Good gauge. Off and away.
Off
Be
and
seeing
away.
you. Very
Making
well,
sense
then.
of it. The information you've given me about the Paladins is very interesting. Give me a moment to do some calculations. Speak to me again, and I should be able to give you the answer we've been looking for.
You
Okay.
have a great day now. Very good.
That wasn't even a few seconds. This is fascinating. I can only hope that my diagrams are correct. I compiled everything into this manual, which you can have. I believe I can answer any questions you now have about the crystals.
Off and away. Pleased to meet you. You're a tall one.
There's the book. That if I lose the book, I can go back and pick it up again? Is that how that works? Oh, unenthused. Sorry, Jackie's right. I gotta pay more attention to chat. Otherwise, looking forward to puttering around. Yeah, I'm super conflicted about that. Again, when my Hardcore Paladin is done, I will be kind of, well, Hardcore Paladin, and then again, like, the topmost thing is to level through War Within on my to-do list. I will be tempted to putter around with Mop. It depends a little bit on when they release the Burning Crusade thing, though. And if Doyle and I actually get our acts together. The biggest problem is finding time when we can both play, right? Because he works kind of a 9 to, like, an 8 to 4 kind of job at a school. Whereas I work 12-hour days on my workday, but I only get 2 weekends off. So weekends are when he would play the most, but I'll only be able to play. And I mean, he's going to do other characters, and he's going to raid on other stuff. It's just kind of for us to hang out and mess around together as much as anything. We did do a hardcore duo, and we got to level 10 or level 12 or something, all in one stream. And that was a lot of fun. We had a good time. I felt kind of like I was bossing Doyle around. Because I know where to go, like Elwyn Forest, right? Like, he didn't, well, I don't know, maybe he lied to me and he really did feel that way, but he said he didn't mind. So what can I do but believe him? I mean, I think he would, he was the one that suggested we do this duo, so he kind of hated the time we spent together that much. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of a pretty casual kind of way to do things. It's probably going to take us months to get to the level 90, or not level 90, level 70, just in Burning Crusade. Like, probably 3 or 4 months. Okay. We have the book here now. Guide to collecting and using the power crystals. Two possible effects. Crystal charge. Produce a large explosion. Well, we don't want that. Yellow and green, a healing aura. Eastern pylon. Requires blue and green. Will provide you with an increase in spirit. That's the one you're talking about. Or we're talking about. Blue and yellow, a shield that does damage to attackers. That's kind of like a Thorns or Retribution aura type effect. Or the Western pylon is probably the one that's, well, not maybe the easiest to access, but an increase to armor or lowers the armor of a specific target. Right, so none of those are super useful to me. And I think they only last for an hour. Is that right? I don't know how many of each we need. Maybe half an hour? Yeah, so if we had done this when we first got here and we could have grabbed some crystals just kind of for fun, that would have been fine. But we're basically done with Ungoro now.
Potential customer.
I mean, we will come back.
Hurry back.
I think the Lincoln quest ends up sending us back here now, right? Thorns, yeah, I guess with your shield, right? That would certainly not be a bad thing. Not need fire.
Talk to me.
Got 2 stacks in the bank. You should see my bank. Fine, you should really see my bank. We have to go to Felwood to talk to the guy for the Lincoln quest, so maybe we will go do that. It's gonna be though. Anyway, go to Darnassus because I got to turn in 2 Morrow Grain. Then see if we can get any more Elixir of Giants. Oh, yeah, the ones that spawn the 2 little bugs, for sure. Yeah, they're definitely a bit of a pain. I mean, yeah, I just switch to Retribution Aura and ignore them, right? Because then they just kill themselves. Because they have like 5 or 10 health or something. But yeah, there's a lot of XP. There's 1 or 2 quests you have to be careful of, obviously. Oh, yeah, with... Well, any... Like, all druids have thorns, do they not? Right. Yeah. What's my fishing at now, anyway? 270. Not bad, not bad. We're slowly getting there. Where are we at? We got Herbalism 300. We got Alchemy 292. Cooking 282. Not bad, not bad. Yes, school pickup time. I figured that was coming. Thank yous again for the raid fun. And, yeah, hope the afternoon with the kiddos is good. And, yeah, see you again. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, I actually thought very briefly, again, yesterday, kind of when I was not sleeping, when I was trying to get to sleep, about the possibility of, because I had heard about the time walking thing in Mists, like in Mists, but the actual retail thing, because it's starting off another Turbulent Timeways thing, and I know there's a mount you can get, and apparently some people have been actually getting the mount drop sort of at random in the, like, from time walking bosses and stuff. But just about the possibility of doing some time walking, because you can do time walking as a leveling character, right? So I could still do time walking as a level whatever I am after. It's bad. I don't even know what level my characters are at, but you know, like I'm at the starting level for War Within, whatever that is. Level 80 probably. Maybe it's 70. Who knows? Lots of people. Just not me. Base sale. Yeah, we got it. And we got to 271. Fishing. What a profession. Anyway, that if I could, in theory, if I could do a bunch of time walking over the next couple of months, because I have the sub for this game, so something I could just do in my off hours, then I could actually level all the way to the level cap, and then I could have all of the quests that I could do that would award gold instead of XP. I did that in I think I've told Fun this story before. I'm sure I've told it on stream before, but when Cataclysm first came out and they introduced archaeology, the questing zones were just absolutely bonkers, right? As they are the first couple of days of the expansion. And so rather than fight for, like, I got to 81 in Hyjal, and rather than continue to kind of struggle through all that, I said, forget this. You can get XP now for professions. So I went around and I did archaeology. And I leveled from 81 to 85 doing archaeology. Could have jumped off the boat, but I was having fun telling my archaeology story. So I did archaeology for hours and hours. The job I had at the time I had the flexibility so that I could, I could hop on a flight point to get to wherever the nearby thing was, and then I could, do some work, and then I could hop off, do archaeology for, like 4 or 5 minutes to kind of ping my way through the artifacts or the fragments, and then hop on a flight point or hearth or whatever to keep going. So that's what I did. I leveled entirely like from 81 to 85 through archaeology. And got some cool things. I got the skeletal raptor mount and the skeletal raptor pet. And so that was my mount. That was the mount I used for Cataclysm, like the ground mount I used whenever I could. I pulled that thing out because it wasn't like super rare, but it was rare enough. And because nobody had been doing archaeology like concertedly, there wasn't really anybody else that had it. So it was my one chance at having kind of a novelty thing that most other people hadn't made their way into getting yet. But then when I went, because then I went back and did all the questing stories, and got just an insane amount of gold from doing all the quests because I was already max level. So anyway, we'll see. You know, I probably won't end up doing that, but you know, it's a nice idea. I've done that before too with the Midsummer Fire Festival. Because you can grind a lot of same kind of thing, right? You got to be able to do a bunch of flying and then, you know, just pick up there's an add-on for that called Candy Buckets. It was made for the Hallows End Candy Bucket thing, but it's got, you know, for the Fire Festival turn-in guys, you know, the flames and all that stuff. So because a lot of them are by the flight points, especially because they added so many more flight points. So you can do some of that, and they nerfed some of that XP. Like when they did the level squish and stuff, it was a little disappointing because they did kind of restrict some of what you could do there. I don't know if I want to hang on to this user manual or not, but at the moment I have the room in my bank, so.
What brings you here?
What brings me here? Oh, brings me here is, I was going to say, you got to see my bank fund, but now funds had to go. I have 10, 20, 32, 33, 34, 35. I have 35 bank slots with nothing but herbs, to say nothing of my actual inventory in-game. Back in Cataclysm, you left your Paladin at the Argent tournament and leveled to 84 from the dailies. Wow. Yeah. I have a Paladin that my original Paladin, my 2005 Paladin, or not, yeah, 2005 Paladin, as opposed to the one I re-rolled at the end of Cataclysm, because at the end of... Hi.
Sorry, Emily.
Oh, yeah.
A second.
Yes. Right, so I re-rolled a new Paladin on a new server just during the Cataclysm pre-patch, basically. But I eventually went back to that old Paladin, and I went in, and because I wanted the Argent Charger, the Paladin mount, that you could only get from that one. It was a ground mount, and because... What was that ahead of? Was that ahead of, I think, Warlords of Draenor? So yes, I started doing the Argent dailies again to get the doodads to turn in for the mount. But I went back to this old Paladin, and I was... How did that work? Oh, because that was like mounts were account bound, but for some reason that mount was not account bound. So you couldn't use it on any Paladin. You could only use it on the Paladin that did the Argent tournament stuff. I was very steamed about that. And there was no comments about it on Wowhead, so yes, that was frustrating, to be sure. But yeah, 32, 3, 4, 5, plus 12. So 47 inventory slots taken up with herbs. And here's more. I guess we'll actually swap that. Because now we're working our way on a third stack of Mountain Silver Sage, too. But there they are. I was talking about 2 Black Lotus, which I'll probably hold on to until this hardcore server gets deleted. However long that's going to be. I'm going to go to Felwood. We have a couple quests we could do in Felwood. I wasn't planning to do that. Oh yeah, the remains of Traylight Forge, and then this one here. This one seems like it'll be even harder. 9,300 XP, so... This one we could maybe do. It wasn't too difficult going through there, really. And that was 2 levels ago, so I don't think we'll have much trouble. And where is the... Lincoln's Memory? We have to find Eridan Bluewind, and I don't know where they are, so let me look it up. Eridan Bluewind. Of course, at the south end of the zone. Oh, Lincoln's Memory. Okay. Oh, and she sends us to do a couple more quests in Felwood there, so... Use the book to summon Aquamentus. After you have the completed totem, take it to JD. Goodness. That's... What level is that quest? Sorry, it requires level 47, but it's a level 54 quest. I guess we're killing a bunch of stuff in Felwood for it. Like I said, I was hoping to go to planning to go to Western Plaguelands, but I think
Good luck, friend.
because we're here, we may as well just do that. Probably got nothing to... I guess that's what we'll do. There we go. Let's see what we get here first. Can give us anything good? I guess we don't need this stone circle right now. We definitely need to buy some more Tharlendrus seeds. Kind of late in the day to be running Sunken Temple. Again, I'm going to try, I guess, and see if I... Oh! You have another quest for me?
Greetings.
Rabbi in Saturna. The village of Nighthaven in Moonglade. What? For this task, Keeper Romulus's Major Domo in Moonglade, Rabbi in Saturna, seeks aid in exploring the vast wasteland far to the west of Tanarus and even farther west of Angoro. Ah. While your work will no doubt be of tremendous benefit to it all, I divide you to tread gingerly. Tensions between Darnassus and Moonglade. So we can go to Moonglade there now.
Good luck, friend.
We have another quest that sends us that direction. Now we're out of quests.
Goddess, watch over me.
There's 10 Morrograin.
How may I help?
There's 10 more
Till next we
Morrograin.
meet.
We're down to 1 Morrograin. What do we got? Elixir of Dream Vision. Elixir of Giants. More Frost Oil. Moonberry juice, great. Cheese, great. A wild vine potion. Okay, I think we sold the last one of them we had. Elixir of demon slaying. That's going to come in handy when we go and do that. Last 5 minutes. We can still use it to fight the boss. And a scroll of protection. That's pretty decent. That we'll get rid of. Get a couple of scrolls here. What is that? Protection and agility. That's good. Yeah. Elixir of demon slaying. Attack power by 265. That's 133 strength worth of attack power against a demon. I'm assuming that that this, oh yeah, kill the succubus. That's a succubus, and these guys are also gotta be demons as well. So get a second one, that'd be good. All right, what's in here? More moonberry juice. These I don't need. More cheese and a scroll of strength. So,
What brings you here?
kind of middling rewards, really, from the second one. Wild Vine Potion is too unreliable to want to use in hardcore. I do not need that, but I will hang on to Moonberry Juice. Saved a little bit of money. Why not, I suppose.
Be careful.
Be careful. Do another one of these right here, right in front of Mr. Bearwalker. See if that brings us any luck. Nope. Here.
Can I assist you?
Want to buy a fire bloom? Hey kid, want to buy death sticks? There we go. 20 more Tharlender seeds, even though we can make quite a few more than that.
Good luck.
That's fine. Good luck. I guess, do we fly to Fellwood now? I suppose. Oh, this person has a quest. Oh, I think I know what quest this is.
I am listening.
Feathermoon
Farewell.
Stronghold. An outlaw mage is believes she has an item of dangerous magical energy which must be recovered. Oh, this is a Dire Maul quest. Okay,
Good
well,
luck,
I'm
friend.
not about to take on Dire Maul, I'm afraid. I'm going to put the stone circle away, because apparently we're not going to be doing Sunken Temple today. It doesn't really shock me.
Greetings.
At least I would if we had an empty bank spot, but somebody's crammed my bank full of herbs. Why would they do this? Why would they do this? Okay. Yes, I want to destroy the crystal pylon. Doohickey. Alright.
Farewell.
I guess the question is, do we want to fly up north to run south, or do we want to fly to Aberdeen? Have to run all that way. Probably technically it's a longer flight, but it's a shorter run. But this is a shorter flight, but a longer run. We're just going to do the flight in there. We got that quest. We gotta knock a couple of these quests out here, so
I'm listening.
I'm listening. Alright, well, while he's listening, we're going to be flying. And while we're going to be flying, I'm going to go and get a drink and take a stretch break for a couple of minutes, guys. If you are on Twitch, you will get ads. If you are on YouTube, I guess you will not, but I won't be away from the keyboard, so it won't really matter. Yeah, see you guys in a couple of minutes, and can't stick around. I get it. Bless you, take care. Thanks. There we go. I've got tea. I've got fresh homemade ginger snaps. What could be better? I don't know. I don't know what could be better. Could there be anything better? Doubtful. Now we gotta run the entire length of the zone. I'm tempted to, like, hunt and kill some creatures along the way. Just to make the trip a little less boring. But, yeah, we also need to plan to go through Jadenar. Guess we could... Problem is I want to be able to hearth out when we're done from the bottom of the Jadenar cave. Not that it's impossible to fight our way back out, but it's also, you know, more, something. Find the delicate balance between jiggling my tea bag in the cup and not, you know, falling off a cliff into a bad place. I was going through somewhere here last night and ended up in a bit of a mess fighting 3 bears, I think it was. I got greedy going after an herb. Here's a songflower. Bet somebody's already got it. Because I would totally consider using my salve on one. I guess. We gotta go find that person. Whatever their name is, I can't think of it. It's someone that, they give you some other quests too, but Arthas Tears are hard enough to come by that I'm gonna detour. Corrupted Wind Blossom. There it is. Hi, buddy.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah? Did you have a good day? Hey, there's lots of cookies out there. You don't need to steal mine. Hey, get a hug.
Oh,
Oh,
and what
kiss.
you played.
What did you... Bingo!
And who did you play with?
Who?
Adrian. And
you-
who won?
Did you win? How many games? You played lots of games. Won 2 games? Oh! I got attacked by a wolf! It's alright, I got this. But I'm gonna switch back to my... I really should have a weapon swing timer on here just for... Come on. There we go. Alright, fine. 845 damage. For 1 Hammer of Wrath. Not shabby. I should have known that was going to happen. That's one of the reasons I didn't take my headphones off. Oh, yeah. 9 days, 2 hours played on this character so far. Those who are keeping score at home, that's too long. I mean, granted, I have, you know, farmed for things like the Elixir of Giants and assorted other goodies. So there's a reason those numbers are high. But we're also self-found. So anybody who's got an issue with that, hi. Yes, I did. I got a little poke in my elbow. See, it's right there. It's super tiny. Yep, and I'm fine now. Kid. What a kid. I think my vanilla, like my vanilla 2000, because I didn't play in 2004, but my 2005 vanilla Paladin, I'm pretty sure I leveled from 1 to 60 as holy in 14 days? I'm not sure anymore. It was a long time ago, obviously. But for a paladin, for a holy paladin, and for, you know, what we knew about the game back in 2005, like, I looked things up. I learned about, not Wowhead, because what was the site before Wowhead? Whatever it was, you know, that thing there. He's waiting for someone to do it. Songflower. In fact, there's a few. I'm tempted to go in and just... That would be so mean. Level 56 Paladin comes in and burns their Songflower. Before the whole group that they've got planned to get it gets it. I don't know. I'm tempted. Are they going to do it right now? Then I can nab it too. Where'd they go? Did they lair? They not like right here? Oh no, there they are. Oh, it's not even up. The herb isn't even there, so you can't even... I don't know what their game is there then. I'll be honest, I don't really know how world buffs work. I mean, I understand what they are and how they work in a sense, but I also don't, you know the intricacies of... Especially the Fellwood ones here. I mean, I've got enough of the doodads to make 13... Cleanse 13 different things. And I have, in fact, cleansed a Songflower once on my own. There's Jadenar. I better go grab the other stuff. Grab this other quest first. So that if we need to hearth out from there, we can. I feel like that's a smart play. Gotta be getting close to good here now. Nope, no Grom's blood. Okay. I was trying to keep track the other day of the old vanilla herbs. I think they changed Grom's blood and Arthas tears, and either they removed them from the game entirely or they replaced them with some other sort of more generic herb. I remember looking for them and not being able to... Again, I didn't have an alchemist by that point, so that was part of the confusion, I think. Almost there. He's going to be in Emerald Sanctuary there. When we get to the Emerald Sanctuary, I will take my tea bag out. Etc. I feel like we need claws from something. Whatever. That's just from looking at the Wowhead thing. Find out where the person was. There was something there about the quest they give you to do. And I'm sure it'll send me to gather a few things. Here's the emeralds. Oh, I was going to say, he must have been in the middle of some RP, because he didn't have a quest a minute ago. Oh, come on, come on. Just trying to buff the player here. There we go.
Goddess bless you.
Lincoln's memory. Hello, is there something I can help you with?
Go in peace.
I do not know the one you speak of, but worry not. Your friend was on a journey to find me. I do know what it was he desired. In the heart of Ungoro dwells evil of the purest form. This evil takes shape of an elemental called Blaze Runner. Protected by an aura that none can dispel. None, except those with enough power to do so. I can teach you this power. Oh. Do as I ask. Collect 11 silvery claws, 1 iron tree heart from the creatures in Fellwood. Okay. Iron tree guys are going to be in the iron tree woods, clearly. Silvery paws, I guess, or claws would come from wildlife of one sort or another. Hot but good. Okay. Like silvery claws and 1 iron tree heart.
Illume light your path.
Silver heart. There we go. I don't know what the silvery claws come from. Presumably from wildlife. So we will hunt some wolves for that, but I want to do the Iron Tree Woods are all the way back at the north end, and of course they are. We might stop and fight a few wolves on the way then. Just to break up the monotony. But I want the wolves specifically because they drop the tender wolf meat that I can use for cooking. Ginger snaps. Not so much snap, these ones, but... Oh, they're tasty. Both the only way I like ginger, as a matter of fact, but that's okay. Iron Tree Hearts, hey? Fogging up those glasses a bit too. Yeah, lots of people doing Scarlet Monastery, Shadowfang Keep, Dead Mines. Nobody doing Sunken Temple. Nobody doing Zul'Farrak. I suppose even the birds might have silvery claws. See that? Doesn't have. There's no... Whatever, you can see the flower, but it's not actually active. Ooh, pardon me. I didn't really do anything there but slurp.
I'm having stuffing.
You're having stuffing and potatoes for your after-school snack. And gravy. Yum. We had that for lunch. What are they? Not right now, thank you. But that's very nice of you to offer. I've got tea and ginger snaps, so... Yeah. I'll live without a cheese bun, but thank you for checking in. Very considerate of them to think of me. I'm good, but thank you for checking. Paladin will roll through there. Tender wolf meat. I mean, that's what I was hoping for. Right, well. I mean, silver claws would be good too, but... There we go. That's one silvery claw. Oh, don't pull the second one. I mean, you know, not really that big a deal. I guess we're not in... Can't do that. Can't change trinkets in combat. What? May as well have the boot flask on. Come on. Drink some moonberry juice because we got more of that than anything else. Hmm. All right. Don't have that much farther to go. Iron Tree Woods, but not quite sure what we need to fight to get an Iron Tree Heart. One would think we would need to fight an Iron Tree. But... and for all I know, the bears and the birds also drop the claws, but again, I want the meat from the wolves, so that's going to be where we focus our hunting efforts for the claws. Speaking of... oh, there we go. Well, Iron Tree Stompers, so I guess... wolf meat. Buff. You guys are a little higher level than me, so... grab some food buff food here. Oh yeah, now we're going to be out of inventory space again. Oh. First kill, come on. This is an elemental, not a beast. Ouch! Forgot about their knockback. Trees make funny noise when they're attacking. Come on, come on. There we go. Ghost mushroom. Wow. I haven't seen one of those all game so far, and now I don't have room in my inventory for... well, for anything. Sounds more like a zombie, but lower pitched. Yeah. What are we gonna do? I guess we could just toss out some cheese, right? Yeah. Come on. Bandage time. Nice. Good. Give me your heart. He said between sips of tea. Of course. Really? Not yet? Like the game knows I don't have room in my inventory at the moment. Oh no. Withered Protector. And he's got a bodyguard with him. I mean, there's a chance this guy has what we need. Don't want to fight them both, right? So... Oh, okay. Oops. Come on. Oh. Wither Strike. He parried me. Come on. He parried me again. How can a tree that moves so slow parry my axe? You think axes should do bonus damage against trees. Nope. Boom. Lumber down. Alright, well. I don't know. What's the drop chance then on these guys? Mountain Silver Sage, you don't say. Probably I can just delete the Ghost Mushroom. I think Ghost Dye is the only thing you can really make with it. And I don't really need any Ghost Dye, so... Hi! You can't really sit on my knee while we're doing this. Careful, it's hot. Thank you. Yeah, you're gonna go on Friday? Gonna have a good time? Carnival? Thanks. Nice. Okay, don't get too close here. Ouch. Corrupted Soul Shard. Not really. Go. Ow. Looking for 3 more DPS and heals for Sunken Temple. Oh. They're Heart of the Wild. That's not the thing I need. How is the mage looking for 3 more? I don't get it, guys. Not like this is Season of Discovery and they're a healing or tanking mage or something goofy. Heart of the Wild we don't need anyway. Well, I guess we can just drink this moonberry juice after this fight. That's probably worth doing. Really? Hit it. Corrupted soul shard. No, wrong. Wrong drink, Dave. Wrong drink. It's okay. Dodge. My imagination, do these trees have kind of high armor or something? I guess we're going through. But Morning Glory Dew. It's kind of funny. Whew. There we go. There it is. Iron Tree Heart. Okay. A Scroll of Strength 3, which we already had one of. Very nice. Alright, drink that. While I eat this. Yum. Okay. We don't need to hang around here anymore. We just need to find a bunch of wolves. There's a wolf. Nice. Judgment. Woo! Yeah. Well, red wolf meat, okay. Tricky. I like to save my judgment for right when vengeance is about to expire, because then you can take advantage of the bonus damage, but hopefully refresh it, like not refresh it at 4 seconds remaining. There we go. There's another sharp claw. It's gonna take a while to find this many wolves, I think. I mean, I know they're out there. And in various places. I'm heading up to the vendor so we can sell a few things. We're relatively close anyways, right? But I also know, like this over here, that there's a bunch of wolves potentially on the way. There's another one. See? But I also know that there's A, there's no vendor down south. But B, I'm pretty sure the quest lady is going to give us something else to carry around. Oh, there's a few of them over here. Nice. Harry. And dodge, you're kidding me. Oh, whatever. Looking for one more DPS for Sunken Temple. Oh, sure, now there's a druid in there. I mean, I'm too far removed and my bag is too full of junk to really burden them with my presence right now. Plus, I don't really have time. Large trophy paw. Oh. I guess I don't really need the ghost mushroom, but... should probably either eat or sell this cheddar too, rather than taking the time casting heals. Are we still on the wrong side for the place? But as long as there's some wolves here to fight, I'm not puttering around here. Well, I can't say that nobody is running Sunken Temple now that I've finally seen a group organizing for Sunken Temple. That said, come on, give me a crit. Thank you. Much better. There we go. Very nice. Yes, I can't remember if it's the Burning Crusade version or if it's Wrath, but Vengeance actually... because right now Vengeance procs and it's 15% or it's off. But in Vanilla... not Vanilla. I can't remember, again, if it's Burning Crusade or Wrath, but it gets to the point where you get 3 stacks of it. Nice. Alright, well, that's all I can see of wolves right now. Another corrupted wind blossom. We're too far away. We're too far away. Not enough rage. Not enough rage. Well, hello there. Oh, I've been using the wrong weapon this whole time. We finished fighting trees. Nice. I mean, I didn't get the claw, but we're basically halfway there on the claws. Another wolf. What that debuff was, but I don't need it. Come on, walk with me. There we go. Uh-oh. I say, I'm pretty sure I see a corrupted songflower here. Means I am sorely tempted to cleanse it and be done. That will help us quite a bit with the quest we need to do too.
How may I help?
How may I help? Buy my thick furry mane, my wicked claw, and my large trophy paw, please. And these 2 pieces of 4 inventory slots. I don't think I like that very much.
Good luck, friend.
Guess we can.
Feel free to browse. Alone
Feel
light
free
your
to
path.
Grom's blood. Well, Grom's blood is good. It's not Morrograin. You can only buy melon juice or moonberry juice. These guys don't carry morning glory dew, do they? Do they?
May the stars guide you.
Do the do. Oh. Golden. Okay. Do we cleanse? I think it's pretty hard not to. We're going to use a lot of buffs here when we go down in the cave again. Whew. Oh, including I'm going to put that frost oil on my sword, I think. Or on my... Well, I will have to wait till we get there, but... There it is. I've got it there so many times myself. Great, we're gonna head straight down to. I mean, I guess if we see a wolf on the way, we can fight them. But basically, gonna go straight through Jadenar right now. If we have to hearth out and come back this way, I can live with it. But that 5% crit, hard to pass up. Hard to pass up. Gotta go so far to get to Jadenar too. We've already lost a minute's worth. Alright, forget the wolves. We're going straight for Jadenar. I'm hoping we can mostly skip out on guys outside right now since we're higher level. And I'm not entirely sure where Rakaya is in that complex there, so... We're just going to hold off. We're just going to go straight on down. There must exist, like the chrono boon thing that allows you to save world buffs must exist here somewhere. Like it must exist in this version of hardcore, but I don't know where. I don't know where to get them, and I don't know how much they cost. Being able to grab that and hold on to it till we were ready to do the cave would be pretty useful. But I feel like as a gold sink, it's a little bit on the steep side. I mean, to be using for, I don't want to say trivial questing, but leg bloom. Well, I mean... Nice. Wow. A lot of crits. Oh. Alright, well. No claws there, but... Come on, Jadenar, here we go. What's the other one? Oh yeah, a final blow. That seems pretty sketchy. Even with all of the buffs and stuff we have access to, that seems a little sketchy. I mean, when we use the 18 strength potion, that's giving us... Oh, we've got 200 strength right now, exactly. That's including our kings. I guess the question is, like, if I pop a potion right now that gives me 25 strength, does kings multiply on top of that? Or no? Here's another claw. That stop is worth it. I mean, we're getting close. Jadenar's right there. It's not that far, really. And it's not that complicated. Like, once you get past kind of the outdoor section, there's not... Like, it looks intimidating, but there's not quite as much there as you might think. I'm sure there are some, like, raiders and world buff people on the server who would be very annoyed with me for cleansing that one Songflower the way I did, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Just for me and me alone, and any others that happen to wander by. But I don't feel bad. They don't know the, you know, where all of the, like, there's another one down there. Cleansed Songflower, so we can refresh our buff here. Nice. Should have killed a couple more wolves on the way down. Alright. Greater agility. Brute force. We'll go with intellect. And fortitude, why not? Switch weapons. Apply that to my axe. Fell creep. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I mean, we are... My strength is 242. We got 18 from this. Plus kings, so... Still seems